Hi guys, Bradley from B-Rad TV, and today I'm up a tree. And I want to talk about what is the point of philosophy. Now, philosophy, as far as I'm concerned, is studying and questioning everything around us that is not questioned normally because it's so basic and fundamental to living that people just accept it, get on with it, and know it exists but never think about it. Everything like that is the overthinking of everyday everythings, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I tend to overthink and complicate things, which I guess isn't good, but I enjoy thinking about things and questioning things. But then philosophy is strange because it doesn't really get you anything. It's not like questioning politics or a scientific theory to some sort of end goal. It's just a journey of questioning and wanting to understand how and why of everything. And I was having a discussion with my friend the other day about, I think it was just the world, just in general, everything that's going on in the world, politics, society, all over the place. And it sort of boiled down to the end of the conversation, him just saying, well, yeah, that's how it is. What's the point of that? What's the point of this conversation? And I just sort of said, well, it's for the sake of the conversation, for us deliberating and discussing it and being aware. And he just turned around and said, well, there's no point, you just get on with living. And I thought that was just perfect, because that does sum up philosophy. There is living and philosophy. All it does is this basic process of living. It doesn't put a spanner in the works, but it just overcomplicates for no apparent reason. It's a wonderful, weird interference that activates my brain in some weird way. The situations, whatever, that have happened in my life that have led me to enjoy and experience certain things, one of the things I happen to enjoy is thinking and trying to break things down and understand how and why. No, I've had no sort of education on philosophy. I haven't done it at university. I haven't really read any books. But I think that's better. I went to a bookshop and there's a philosophy section there, and there was loads of books, so many books. I could have spent hundreds of pounds and have spent hundreds of hours reading every single thing, and no doubt I would have learned something. It would have been really interesting, but I don't think that's the right way to go about it. Philosophy to me is a constant process of debating and thinking and trying to contemplate and understand this existence that is. It's not an accumulation of knowledge from books. That's not real philosophy. No doubt I'd learn technical terms for some of the things that I might discover on my own, but I think the whole point of philosophy is that it's your journey of understanding and figuring it out. It's not a note of things that I could give you, a piece of paper that would say, this is philosophy here, read this and this will be the philosophy. That is all there is, the philosophy, here you go. It's ever-changing, like you, like existence. It's constantly flowing and moving, and understanding and trying to decipher what that is. It can't be stale and staying in one place, because everything is moving and flowing. And so to think about that, you can't be stuck in one place and have one set of rules written down. It's going to change all the time. And what is the point of it? There is no point, other than for the sheer enjoyment of the contemplating, the considering and debating with yourself, with other people. My absolute fascination with how and why means I'm always going to want to explore and figure out. And like I said, I don't think that the figuring out and the exploring can come from stealing other people's things and regurgitating them. There, of course, are people that I respect and I listen to, I like hearing from and reading bits of and about, but I wouldn't want to just adopt their philosophies. I'd feel like I was cheating. I'd hopefully maybe hear something, try and debate with it myself, and then think about it, try and live it for a while, see how it feels, come up with my own conclusion from it. Flies. My philosophy on flies: don't let them get in your eyes. Philosophy should be free-flowing and natural. I don't know how it's a subject in university. How do they mark it? I don't know. I'd love to find out. There is no right and wrong. You can agree with somebody's and disagree with it, but who is anyone to mark it down and say something is wrong? Surely the only thing they're being marked on there is their ability to write a coherent essay or script. Don't understand it. It's done just for the sake of doing it and the enjoyment of doing it. It's play for an adult, intrigued mind, I think. Why am I up a tree? I'm up a tree for the sake of being up a tree. I couldn't remember the last time I've been up a tree, so I thought I'd get up here and it would look really interesting and bizarre, and it does. And that's fun and fascinating. In the same way, I think philosophy is fun and fascinating. It's not something that you can control or pin down. Everyone can think and debate and discuss. The purest and simplest way to live is just to live and be and not overcomplicate things and be as natural as you can. And philosophy is really unnatural. It takes the basic thing of living and you stop what you're doing and you have to stop and think and understand how and why. And it's really bizarre for me, for loving to live as free and as peacefully as I can, but then for some reason I enjoy thinking about the how and why. It's just my burden, my curse to carry. And at first I would fight it and think, no, this is stupid, just be, let everything be. But no, I love it. This thinking, this fascination, this understanding, why is this real? How am I looking in here right now and recording this, and now in the future you're going to be able to see it? I should just think, oh, I've got a camera, I've got this, and go on YouTube, carry on, upload more videos. But it's so incredible for me. I don't even understand this technology right here. Is this real? It can't be real. Then what you're seeing is a video, but it's on a flat screen. It might look 3D. How do you know it's real? And I'm real. I'm here. You can see me. Oh, I'm frazzling my brain. So how can you truly live freely, living at one with yourself and the world around with you, being as natural and fluid as possible, when every now and again you're stopping to really put your brain and over-contemplate the smallest little things? I think you just can't take it too seriously. You can enjoy doing it and even come to some wonderful sort of conclusions that you can share with people and talk about, but just don't take it too seriously. Understand that you're just pondering and having fun, trying to fathom the unfathomably basic while also being the most unfathomably complicated as well. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. You're lucky. You don't have this burden, this curse that I have. You can live the purest philosophy of all and just live and be. You'll probably get a lot more done. You will have all more energy for getting out and doing things and not trying to break down such basic elements of living and the world and reality. I enjoy it. Maybe there's something you can think about here, guys. Have an awesome day. Climb a tree. Yeah. And be rad.